Designed by Robeson architects and built by Formview Building, Hyde Park House has become an icon of Mount Lawley, and for good reason. Taking full advantage of the Hyde Park views and maximising the northern light to the rear, this residence pays respect to the heritage of Mount Lawley whilst being a thoroughly modern home.
The owners had lived in the area in another architecturally designed house, but wanted something a bit larger. This house had amazing north aspect to the rear and also views to Hyde Park in the city. It was to be a house for them and their 4 teenage children and dog. The way we approached the site and the design was to split the house longwise. On the right-hand side of the house, when you're looking at it from the street, it's effectively a 3-storey home. So the basement, the ground floor level, which houses the children's bedrooms, and then the master suite up top with a roof terrace. On the left-hand side, we've intentionally kept it single-storey, and what that allowed us to do was to have some really high, amazing ceiling heights to give that sense of spaciousness, but still comply with the council height limitations. What I think is one of the biggest successes of this house was that we were able to have the parking off the main street, not the right-of-way. Now that is rare in this area, and it's one of the only houses that has that. And what that let us do is move the garage to the front and have a nice north-facing backyard that the living area can open onto with a pool. I love the fact that it is a very large home. Multiple bedrooms, music room, 2 living areas, a pool, a huge garage, but yet from the street you can't really tell. It's quite modest, and we put a lot of effort into making sure that it didn't look like a large house from the front. No matter where you are in the living room, you have views all the way through to the city and to Hyde Park, but they are still private due to the way the floor levels are located. So you can see out, but people passing by can't see in. The rooftop terrace is a really nice space. It's very private and raised, but it has amazing views of the treetops of Hyde Park. Another place I really like would have to be the dining room, and that sounds quite simple, but it's a space that is elevated off the street level. Vitrosa Swiss doors open up. So basically that dining room extends out to the terrace. So it feels like one indoor-outdoor space. And again, it's private because of the solid planter balustrade. So you still get those beautiful views, but it's private. From any space in the living area, you can see both the pool and the garden to the north, but you can also see the south-facing views. So it's almost the best of both worlds. We put a lot of emphasis on selecting internal materials that are very hardy, very high quality and low maintenance. So we've kept the palette quite simple, understated, but at the end of the day it's really functional, and it allows the owner's personality and artworks to shine in the space because it is such a blank canvas. Council was quite strict about what we could use material-wise for the front elevation in addition to the style of the home. We did want a contemporary home. So we used the traditional materials such as red brick, but we applied it in quite a modern way for the facade. And we also incorporated small curves, say example, around the music room. And that's just a very subtle nod to the Art Deco buildings in the area.